Grounds crew, hear me now. After an argument with my daughter yesterday, something within me shifted, and I realized in that moment that what I was feeling wasn't just emotion, it was an activation. And through that moment, a direct download came through me. And this message isn't from thought, it's from source. So if you're hearing this right now, it's because you were meant to. You didn't come to Earth by accident. You came through divine coordination, chosen, placed, and timed with precision. Before your first breath, your soul sat in a circle of light, surrounded by guides, teachers, and members of your true cosmic family. And together you designed a blueprint, the family you'd be born into, the challenges that would awaken you, and the love that would remind you, and the lessons that would shape your remembrance. Dolores Cannon called these soul contracts, sacred agreements written in light. Your parents, siblings, friends, and every single one of them volunteered to play a part in your evolution. Some came to teach through love, others through contrast, but each one is a mirror, each one initiation. You came to be the living example of new frequency, to break cycles that began generations before you, to say, this pattern ends with me. Family is your first school of soul. It teaches love, yes, but also fear, limitation, and repetition. The same arguments, the same emotions, and the same silences passed down from generation to generation until one day a soul awakens within that lineage, and that soul is you. And sometimes that moment doesn't come to teach you at all. It's here to awaken someone else. The argument, the tension, the misunderstanding, they might be the mirror your child, your partner, or your parent needed in order to finally see themselves. And you may have already learned that lesson a long time ago. And in that instant, you became the catalyst for their growth, because healing moves in both directions, up the lineage and right back down. That's why it's so important to stay centered, even when emotions rise, because you never know who's being initiated through that experience. And sometimes your calm, your restraint, your awareness is the medicine that they didn't know they needed. Moments like arguments, even the ones that leave you shaken, are sacred opportunities for awareness. They're echoes of old energy that's rising up so that it can be seen and healed. And when you pause instead of reacting, when you breathe instead of exploding, when you listen instead of repeating, you're rewriting the ancestral code. You're turning pain into clarity and clarity into liberation. You can honor your parents for what they taught you, their strengths, their wounds, their ways of loving, and still you can choose differently. Every act of awareness, every moment of compassion rewrites your family's story. And that is what generational healing truly is. Before you came here, you chose your body, your voice, your gifts, and your lessons. You chose the heartbreaks that would stretch you, the experiences that would test your faith, and the love that would rebuild you. You chose it all. You volunteered to walk through the dark so that you can enter the light, to experience separation so that you can remember unity, and to show others how to return home. This is what Dolores Cannon meant by the volunteers, souls who heard Earth's cry and said, "Send me, I will go." You're one of them. You came through your family, but not from them. Your true lineage is written in the stars. And now the remembering has begun. You'll feel it when you meet a soul who feels like home, when a friend sees your essence, not your mask, and when a teacher unlocks a memory that you didn't know you carried. That's your soul family, your galactic family, your reflection in another form. Every argument, every feeling, every moment of awareness is part of your ascension. You are the pattern breaker, the system shifter, and the light in your bloodline. And as you heal, the generations before you and after you heal too, because we were never meant to indoctrinate the next generation. Our role is to teach, not to impose, to guide, not to control, to plant the seeds and trust their timing. Even those who refuse to listen are still learning in silence. Even those who seem unteachable are playing their part. Their resistance pushes us to release the need to be understood and to embody the truth instead of arguing for it. That's what evolution looks like, teaching through vibration, not domination. Love doesn't force, wisdom doesn't demand, and light doesn't beg to be seen, it just simply shines. And when you meet resistance, when someone cannot receive what you're offering, remember, Your job is not to convince. Your job is to embody. Your vibration is the teaching. Your peace is the proof, and your example is the curriculum. So every moment that you choose awareness over reaction, compassion over control, clarity over chaos, you heal not just yourself, but the generations before and after you. So ground crew, this is your reminder. You came through your family to awaken, and you came from the stars to remind the world how.